Hi, and welcome back. Today I'm out here in the smithy, out here in the shop. I thought, well, I've not posted a video in a while. I've been busy doing farm duty and everything else, and still got a ton of it to do. So I get out here of the evening. This is middle of the morning right now. So this is among the second thing that I've done, but I've got some knives I want to harden here. So when I hadn't done any knife work. I've just been busy around the farm. And I get out here and pedal around in the evening. My hands won't let me get down and do the little fine detail stuff. So I swore that off for a little bit. So anyway, and if you kept up with me a little bit, you know I have goats. So I've lost 9 so far this year. 9 goats. So there goes all my profit and everything in wintertime feed. So, c'est la vie. It is what it is. I don't know what. By the time they present is sick, they're dead. So, and I like to lost another one because she had a stillborn kid, just a single, and I figured she might get sick afterwards, and she did. I was on top of that with her. She had a bag, and she's got an oddity. She's got 3 teats, one on each side and one in the middle, and the one in the middle is a huge one, and it got infected, and her bag got infected, and I like to never got it cleaned out and penicillined up. I worked with her for 3, 4, 5 days before I knew she's going to live. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. Oh, got my tractor going too, so I've been doing a lot of everything. Been clearing a little bit of brush, and first one thing another. Now I got to move fence and build another fence. So I'm tearing one fence down and moving it to another spot. So I'm getting rid of a big dog lot. That's what I'm doing. And I'll use the fence posts and the wire to add on to the goat pasture. So, but anyway, that's typical life on the farm. So, like I said, today I thought I might go ahead and harden some knives. I've got 5 going right here. The same 5 that I've had, the 4 clip point hunters. And then the rasp knife that I forged out. So with that, I hadn't got the other one, the integral, done. I've kind of just put it on the back burner right now. I've got like I said, I had other things to do right now. So, oh yeah, and you see this little red line right here. And there's a yellow spot and come down, and there should be a black spot right where I'm at, right there. That's because I redone my gas line, and it goes here, then into the forge. And while I was playing with the forge doing that, I decided I'd update my door opening mechanism right here. I put a treadle that spans it. My brother come up here and he said, "My God, said, you get burnt trying to get that open. Said you need to go all the way across." And I said, "Okay, I agree now." Wasn't thinking about it at the time, but anyway, so I fixed it. So I've been welding and other little projects I've been doing to keep busy instead of just going inside and doing everything in the world wrong. I've been doing little horseshoe projects. I got a bunch of them. So out here the chickens has been rough on it, but anyway, I don't know if you can see that or not in there. Here, a horseshoe butterfly. Everybody, you seen I've still got my mosquito. So now I got some butterflies. Got some horseshoe hooks, some boot scrapers and stuff like that. Like I said, something I could throw together in a couple hours of the evening. You know, if I only get one or two done of the evening, instead of going out straight into the house, where I can come out here and unwind and everything. This is what I'm doing. I got my protection on there, Matt. So, oh, and I got a bucket of Parks 50 or the McMaster car version. It's 11-second oil, so that's slower than water, but faster than road tar. Which ought to be good for the hormones that I put on these knives. Like I said, I haven't lit the forge yet, but when I do, it'll take a few minutes because I'm gonna put my tube in there, and the tubes are to keep direct flame off of this. Now these has got fairly keen points on them, so if push come to shove, I can shorten them and redo a little bit there. That's the reason I have not hand sanded, not done nothing. They're straight off a 36 grit belt right here for that, and I left them all millimeter and a half thick on the edge, all of them. This one's a little bit thinner, but still it ought to be all right. So this is this one right here, dual distal taper one, everything like that. So let me get over here, I'll light the forge and I'll come back, I'll bring you back. Right tones and I'll be just fine. Just curly tones. I just got that bucket of oil yesterday, so and I got to get something I can pour it out of that into before I can put it into the new quench tank right there. I know about picking it up and plopping it in there. Be exactly what it would be, plopped in there. So anyway, see what this does right here. This did not harden, not one bit. So this one goes back in and goes into water. What that's made out of, that valve. The W series, like the 10 series, is water hardening. But usually, my rule of thumb on stuff like that is, if it's as big as your thumb, and over it, you can put it in water. If it's smaller than your thumb, it goes in oil until proven otherwise. That went in oil first; it didn't harden, so that means it should have went in water. Now I know. So, this water. Same rules still apply. It has to get to its critical stages, non-magnetic, and then souse it in the water though. Let me see. Okay, she's ready to go. So let me put this over here on the water tank right there. See if I can do this without blocking everybody. So let's get back over here on this. About there. Okay. This one's a lasting out of the soup, out of that in there. So let's take it over here and, well, I'll have to take it over. Do the file test. Skates, Dorothy Hamill. Now, this oil over here, I do it. It's probably going to just do the old ones and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to contaminate it all with Satanite or not, but I might. Or I could just pour that out and put what's left in that can. I turned to do the Hamon knives, the small ones. Anyway, just as straight as they can be. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but they're as good as I can get them right now. So I'll take these. Normally what I'll do is probably I've got some more knives that I need to cut out and do. I may just go ahead and do the same thing and get a bunch of them, 15 or 16 of them together, and go get a bunch of dry ice and do the dry ice on them before I start tempering them. I could be like everybody else or like other and go from here straight to temper and knife grind finish it. But I like giving it that extra little bit right there. And things like 01 and I don't believe the 80 CRV2 or the W series. The W might do it with might benefit from the dry ice, but normally the other stuff, the old ones, that's the specialty alloy steels, don't do so much. So anyway, so you don't have to do them in there. You know, the old ones you can go straight and put them in the temper, but I don't have any old ones ready right now. Got some in the works, but none ready for the heat, because the old one, it's got so much palladium and stuff like that in it, it will not Hamon. You can get a differential temper out, or a heat treat out of it. That you can do, but it won't Hamon. You know, so anyway, all you got to do is just not harden it all the way through, like just set it down in there. Now, I may have told this before or not, I don't remember, but I'm using Satanite as my Hamon. Sam Towns recommends that. He said that's all he uses for his Hamons, so I use it. Now, with Satanite, if you mix up some and you get it going and everything like that, and you got way too much, don't worry about it. Just leave it in your bucket, your container, whatever. Just leave it alone. It does not become unusable till it gets heat applied. It can dry on the knife and just stay there, and you can crumble it back off and re-wet it and stir it back up, and it's ready to go again. But once you add heat to it, it's done. So anyway, bolts. I used the heat. Come on now. 3, got another in there. Ah, never fails. Turn that noisy fan off. That fan, by the way, is a electric air. You know, I didn't mark these. I'll have to do my DBK on them. I didn't stamp them with my stamp. Well, that's because I moaned them. I should have heated them, stamped them the other day. Let them run through a normalization cycle, but I didn't. Not used to having a touch mark. So. Yep. Yep, they're on Dorothy Hamels. They just skate. Oh. He's up here in this little. Let the sun evaporate much oil off of them as I can get. Well, that's going to conclude today's video. I'll try to get back into making some more. I've still got a sheath to do for the hidden tang knife. I hadn't got it done yet. I said I've been busy at the farm here, and but I'll get it, and I'll get it up on Etsy too. The other one's already there. So, and if you fancy one of my knives, you can go to the Etsy store. Link will be on my about page there, and put in code TRAPPER20. That's TRAPPER 20. Get 20% discount and free shipping. Even if they if Etsy gives you charges you shipping, because I do my own shipping, don't go through it, don't print out labels and stuff like that through Etsy, because I don't know how. And I don't have a printer, none that works anyway. So, but if they charge you shipping, I'll reimburse it just as soon as it, as soon as I get ready to ship. I'll reimburse your shipping price off of it, off of any item that I put on there. So, anyway, till next time, this is Bobby Shields saying, God bless.